Martin, a documentary, a two-piece official trailer. I love him forever in Roxanne when he had that long nose. I'm like, let's check this out.
And if you bought my album and you came down here expecting me to do a lot of routines from the record and I didn't do them, well, excuse me!
This guy was getting people so happy.
I always thought, this just does not happen. And it did.
He's the most idolized comedian ever.
He reinvented stand-up.
It was a cultural phenomenon.
Good evening and welcome. My name is Steve Martin.
Steve Martin.
I am a wild and
What he was doing was unique. It was chancy.
I always thought of him as the door out of the 60s. You could be silly again.
All comedy was political, and I felt that it was time to change that.
Steve Martin has just taken the big leap onto the big screen.
I was launched into the stratosphere. I was scared out of my mind.
You better pull yourself together. You've got a big movie offer.
Being able to witness an artist reinvent himself is quite extraordinary.
The people who like it are wise and intelligent people, and the people who don't like it are ignorant scum.
Right.
You liked it, didn't you?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, let's see.
Sure. Right.
There is a longing at the center of everybody he shows us.
Glad you're not filming this because it'd be so embarrassing.
Why don't I interview you as we're driving?
It's called Viking, but sure.
My whole life is backwards. How did I go from riddled with anxiety in my 30s to 75 and really happy? How did this happen?
Don't you have a score of servants take your laundry over?
Actually, I'm just doing this for camera. It's the first time in 27 years.
Oh yeah, definitely want to watch this. Steve Martin was really, you know, as he got to my childhood, Steve Martin was in movies. It was Father of the Bride, Cheaper by the Dozen. It was just those rom-com movies where he played the dad, like the kooky dad, the nerdy dad, the witty dad. Like he was always that type of character. But I love those romantic comedies that he was in, like in the early 90s. Like I said, I used to always watch those with my mom. And it was Roxanne, you know, the one when he had like a really long nose, and it was just really good to see him. Like his style of comedy was just always funny. Like it was just dorky, like one of those. So that's why I said I'm like, Steve Martin's definitely a legend, because, you know, just what he was saying in this documentary is that back in his time, a lot of comedy was political, a lot. So he was just one of those guys that I just like to laugh, you know. I'm like, just, you know, if I can make people laugh, then I'm gonna do that. You know, it was some of it was dry comedy, but it was just dorky, it was goofy, and it just, you know, I just want to have a good time and laugh, and became a cultural phenomenon and blossomed into the movies and then took off from there. So I can't wait to watch this just to hear from him, and then the fact that he's 75 and still going with Martin Short and with Only Murders in the Building, and is winning all kind of awards, the Emmy Awards and all kinds of things, that I'm like, he's still doing it at 75. So, you guys enjoyed my reaction to Steve Martin, a documentary and two-piece. Official trailer coming March 29th to Apple TV Plus. Subscribe to my channel. Post a comment down below and like the video. It's your boy, D. Dyson. Peace.